Alright, ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back.
It's Friday,
which means a new episode of Your Beautiful Podcast and Our Beautiful Faces.
The Travis.
Look, I'm already tuned in.
Yeah.
I know y'all heard that.
So you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. If you on there watching before we get on, you an OG.
Exactly.
But yes, it's Friday. Another great show planned here for you guys tonight. I'm excited, man. It's always the best day of the week.
Absolutely. We got a good slate planned out. And if you're an OG, you know we always keep things fresh and exciting. So
Absolutely.
That's what we do.
So, as normal, our first thing to get started into the show is our live parlay build. Now, before we get into this week's part of it, we want to announce last week we built a 10-leg parlay NBA live, one pick from every game, and then one game had two. And we smacked it.
Absolutely.
I think it was
this
a plus
is what we do.
1,000 with the boost. So $10 would have got you 1,000, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I bet a lot.
Yeah.
Our last episode
a lot of X's in there, my boy. Would have been a week ago. I think the 23rd. Yep. Check me out. But yes, so if you guys were tuned into that episode and you decided to tell that parlay that we built live with you guys, congratulations on the W.
Absolutely. And here it is. An 11 leg plus 1,000.
So $10 would have won you 100. That's my apologies. But still, a quick 10 times your money, smacked it live.
And like I said right before that, Travis is known for his UFC picks too.
Unfortunately, not a big night on the fight night from last week. There was two upsets that I don't think many people were expecting. So, unfortunately, we didn't crack those, but I cracked the one on UFC 297 the week before. So be expecting more for UFC 299 coming up here in about a week. Super excited for that. Sugar Sean card.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for the next two UFC cards.
There's actually, from all my UFC fans out there, I seen a statistic on Instagram the other day. For the next, I think it started with UFC 298, the Volkanovski card, for 11 weeks straight, every weekend has a UFC live event, whether it's a pay-per-view or a fight night. So
that'll be great to replace the empty NFL weekend.
So every weekend. Actually, which means, pause, before we get into the swing of things, that means there should be a live event this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there is. There's another fight night this weekend.
Well, so you're going to have to put powers on.
This one isn't terrible.
Block.
There's a couple. There's a lot I like here, actually. Okay, so we can get into that one. Maybe I'll throw a quick little 5-leg for you guys tomorrow night. I totally spaced that this was tomorrow night. But it's the Rosenstruck versus Gaziv, which is a heavyweight matchup. But we'll get into that here in just a few. Right now, to kick things off, we're going to try to run it back.
Absolutely. Do what we do best.
Yeah.
Do what we know best.
There's another boost tonight for all my FanDuel bettors for the NBA. So we are actually going to build you guys the exact same things we built last week. A 10-leg with one game, including two picks, so we can use the boost. And we're going to see if we can go back to back and cook up another one for you guys.
As we say each week, if you're betting along with us, always bet responsibly.
Yes, can't preach it enough. Don't bet what you can't afford. All right. So, got some research here, just looking back on it, and we'll get in the swing of things. First game of the night, Cavs-Pistons. Kicks off in an hour. So
the Pistons are a team that you can never bet on.
Absolutely not. The Pistons are just so hard to predict anything that goes on within that team.
This is automatically the game that won't have two picks unless we're betting two on the Cavs side.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that out
Absolutely
there.
Not
right
be
now.
The game. There's a lot better matchups later in the slate that we can pick two from.
Absolutely.
So we'll kick this off with a very, very smooth pick here for probably the Cavaliers, So let us look around super quick. I do want to say, though, I like Jaden Ivey a lot. I will say that for the Pistons. Jaden Ivey
he's the best
usually comes clutch for me. Cade Cunningham is here and there. But, he... Maybe not the Pistons. So looking here. A line that I know has hit in 10 out of 10 last games is Darius Garland for 6+ assists. But that's at minus 700 right now, so not super great value. But do keep in mind these are good parlay builders. You don't always have to shoot for the stars.
Exactly.
So that's a line I know I like. Is D-Mitch playing tonight? I don't see him on here, so probably not. So yeah, I would say we stick with like. Let me check like. Hmm, eight
Probably a
plus boards
Garland.
for Mobley isn't bad. But what do you like?
I was gonna say a Mobley or Garland with Demish being out.
Yeah. Like I said, I like Garland's assist line, but I don't mind betting his points lines either. His 20 points is good value. 15 points is minus 950. So not great. There's a Cavs money line as well here at minus 290. I will say that. What do you think? What do you think?
I was kind of looking at Evan Mobley's rebounds.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. I like his A plus.
I was even gonna say 7.5, but that's the same thing. What's the 8 plus? What's the 8 plus odds?
Minus 390, I believe.
Oh, beautiful, because they have his alt rebounds 7.5
Minus
and
400.
minus 440.
Yeah.
So I mean, even still,
So Evan Mobley 8 rebounds. I like that. That's what you're gonna rock.
I'm right with it.
Let's do it. All right, moving on. Hornets Sixers. This is also another very game. Two teams that just I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those nights.
Obviously, Tyrese Maxey's always nice. I know Nick Richards 6+ rebounds is hitting 10 out of 10 straight games, maybe even more. But that's sitting at minus 900. So not fantastic odds.
All I'm saying is we beat the Pelicans last time we played 2 nights ago, and we're plus odds. Pacers.
Okay, well that's a game that
I'm
we'll
just
move on to later.
I'm just putting that out there because that's blatant disrespect.
Okay, I do want to mention Tyrese Maxey 2+ 3-pointers is hitting 5 straight games with a 3-star matchup tonight against the Hornets, and it's sitting at minus 700. So not great, but it's a parlay.
It's a parlay builder.
So that's a line I like a lot in this game. Let's see. 20 points for Maxey's minus 650. I don't hate that either. What you liking? What you thinking? Anything catch your eye?
I know I have no faith in the Hornets, especially with LaMelo being out.
So Maxey is what I'm hearing.
I don't hate the 2+3s at all because I mean I have the utmost confidence in that happening.
I do want to say the 76ers defense so far this season gives up the third most threes to point guards, which is Tyrese Maxey, or the Hornets defense, apologies, to Tyrese Maxey. And they also give up the fifth most points to point guards, which is Tyrese Maxey. So Tyrese Maxey could have a big night.
His point line is 26. Shoo-wee.
His 20 plus is minus 650. But like I said, I also like his 2+3s, which is hitting 5 straight games.
I like the 2+3s. I say we add that for now and keep it moving.
Mavericks Celtics. Now this is where it gets fun.
This is a game that could have too.
Very well could. Now, right off rip, I'm going to give you 2 lines I like a lot that have hit in 10 straight games. Let me check some odds on them. Drew Holiday, 4+ assists, has hit in 10 of the 10 last games, and it's sitting at minus 360. So fantastic odds there. And Jason Tatum, 6+ rebounds, has hit in 10 straight games, which is sitting at minus 800.
Little shout out to Luck Cristobal.
Oh, yeah, what's going on, buddy? What's up, man? Just hanging out, building some parlays. You know what you do on a Friday night. So what you...
The best podcast in the world.
Man. So I like Drew Holiday 4+ assists a lot. Luka Doncic 25+ points is hitting the last 5 games. It's sitting at minus 1,000. My lord.
Yeah, they know.
Okay.
Luka Doncic for 6 boards is minus 550.
It's not terrible.
His only biggest threat, I'd say, would be Kristaps.
Right. Let's see here.
But even Kristaps to get 6 is minus 270.
The Celtics defense gives up the 4th most rebounds to point guards so far this season. Let's see what else I like here. The Mavericks defense gives up the 5th most assists to point guards so far this season. But it backs up my Drew Holiday play for 4+ assists. But like I said, this could also be a game where we take 2. Keep that in mind.
I like the Drew Holiday pick for now.
Did you want to run those Luka boards, or did you want to just rock with that?
I said for right now, we'll stay with Drew and we can come back to it.
Okay.
But as of right now, I really like the Luka boards too.
Okay. So that's a potential.
Because like you said, the Celtics do allow a lot of rebounds, guards, and
Luka is Luka.
Essentially, yeah.
And he could give you a triple-double at any given time.
Exactly.
So moving on. Warriors, Raptors. Now let's see here.
Two very unreliable teams.
Very.
When it comes to sports betting.
Now, Scotty Barnes, 15-plus points in the last 5 games has hit every single game. Yeah, minus 420. So that's 1 in 5 straight. Oh, excuse me there. Let's see if there's anything else that we like here. I like the Scotty Barnes. I'll say that.
Curry's odds are real juiced.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Very. I mean, he's the only guy on that team that does anything.
I mean, honestly, odd-wise, I'm really liking the Scotty Barnes pick.
That's right.
Everything else this game is really juiced.
Yeah, agreed. All right, Kings, Timberwolves. Let's see here. This is a game that can have a potential few different picks as well. De'Aaron Fox, 20-plus points, sitting at minus 410, is hit in the last 5 games. It's not a bad line.
Keegan Murray for 10 points is minus 390.
That's not bad at all. I like that. So those are two that have potential.
Even Rudy Gobert for 10s at 420.
Rudy Gobert is a guy I like to bet on a lot. He did let me down one night. He had 8 and 8. And I think it was after like 13 straight games at 10 plus.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. So he kind of made me a little angry. So, anything else you like other than?
It's a bonus for maybe 15 at 370.
It's not bad. A lot of good value in this game. I might build a same game parlay on this.
No, that's what I'm
like
saying.
Outside
These
of
odds
this
ain't terrible.
The value here is crazy. Wow. Okay. So which do you think you like the most?
I mean, like you said, I like Rudy Gobert because, I mean, he's good for 8 offensive rebounds. It's just, is he going to put him right back up?
Correct. So that's your favorite?
What's your favorite?
Probably D Fox or 20 plus. Other than that, I think I like the Gobert one.
Which one we sticking with?
You tell me, brother. This for all the marbles. They essentially the same odds, so and they can very well both hit. So it really doesn't matter either way.
We can go D Fox.
Are you sure you want to go D Fox?
We can go D Fox.
You gonna pivot to D Fox? All right. Now here's your squad. Pacers Pelicans.
Shoot.
Tell me what you like.
Wow, even Tyrese for 15 is minus 290.
15 is minus 290?
Yeah.
Wow. They are not respecting my mans at all.
Tyrese for 2 plus 3s is minus 460.
That's not bad at all. I like that.
I always love Miles for 1-3. It's minus 430.
Tyrese for 10 plus assists is minus 290.
It's never terrible odds.
He's always a banger. Let's see what else I like here.
And moved his line up to 11.5 because I believe last game against the Pelicans he had 11.
Zion Williamson, 10 out of the 10 last games has hit 4 plus assists, and that line's sitting at minus 460. I do want to say that. Just throwing out some other value here.
What's Tyrese been? I mean, I know he was having some rough patch after his injury, but for 15, are they really hating him like that?
I could see a 2-picker from this game, too.
17, 17, 25, 32, 21, 13, 22, 5 when he was injured, 18. It's his last so many.
There's a lot of value in 15 plus. I like it.
290, yeah.
I like it personally. So you want to rock with that?
That's the one I like so far. I mean, this one could very well be another two pick.
I love Zion for 4+ assists at that value.
Hey, as a
In 10 straight games,
we
at
can
minus
slap it
460.
on.
You want to?
We go ahead and slap that one on.
Let's run it. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. I like those two. Now, Grizzlies, Trailblazers. Let's move on. Now, these two teams, man. Who do you even bet on?
You don't.
Hear me out. We skip this game and go back to, what was it, Mavericks Celtics and take Luka 6+ boards?
Won't we have to do 3 picks from the same game?
What do you mean? No.
Oh, no, it's the same
boosters
game
just
parlay.
has to be a same game parlay plus. So either way,
we're doing our 10 legs so it won't hurt.
Do you really want to skip that game?
And I don't know. We can look. I have no faith in either.
None. Like, Anthony for 20 is not even safe, and that's not, like, 15+ for him is not odds at all. You can't trust anyone on the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you got to go for Jeremy Grant for at least 20 to even have any kind of odds, and I don't trust a whole 20.
That's what I'm saying. This game scares me. These are two teams that could very well put up the biggest under of the night. Under, like, their line's at 207.5 for the game.
Yeah.
Like,
that is terrible.
That's what I'm saying. I would almost trust Luka's 6 boards more than that.
I'd almost trust betting an under.
Honestly.
Or, I don't even know.
Come on. You gave me the Luka line. Let's just run it. Minus 600.
Go back and run the Luka line?
Yeah, we can run 2 from the same game twice.
Bet.
That was your pick. Do you not have faith in it?
No, I got a lot of faith in it.
I trust that. I trust that. Yeah, I trust that way more than anyone on the Trailblazers.
Absolutely. Both teams are horrid.
Okay, so fade that game tonight unless you're betting the under.
The odds are in nobody's favor.
Yeah.
When it comes to sports betting.
It's just not. It's not worth it at all.
Bucks and Bulls. We're getting to the late games.
Yep. Nikola Vucevic right off rip, 8+ boards, is sitting at minus 380, and it's hit in the last 5 games.
Oh.
With a 3-star matchup tonight. Damian Lillard, 2+ threes, is also hit in 5 straight games. That's sitting at minus 550. It's not bad. Giannis, let's see what's his, for 20+, but there's just no value there.
The only thing that scares me about Vucevic is obviously going up against Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, and Giannis on the other side.
Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis might be the worst rebounding bigs in all of basketball. I think Brook Lopez averages like 2.7 boards a game.
I'm just saying.
He is not a threat. Giannis is the threat.
But Dame's 2+ threes.
Yeah, I like that.
That really sticks out to me.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Beautiful.
You can run that. All right, and then Wizards, Clippers. Let's see here. Wizards, Clippers.
James Harden, 6 assists. Not great odds.
Denny Avdija for 1+ 3 has hit in 10 straight games, and his line sitting at minus 290 for 1.
Smack it.
Smack it.
Smack it.
All right.
Beautiful.
So now let's throw on the boost.
We have a 10 leg at a base of plus 782. The boost takes it to plus 978.
Absolutely. For a nice little 10 leg banger for tonight's slate of games. Give them a rundown on this real quick.
Absolutely. To start off, we have Drew Holiday with 4+ assists.
Luka Doncic, 6+ rebounds.
Tyrese for 15.
Zion for 4+ assists.
Evan Mobley for 8 rebounds.
Tyrese Maxey, 2+ made threes.
Scotty Barnes for 15 points.
De'Aaron Fox for 20 points.
Damian Lillard, 2+ made threes.
And Denny Avdija, 1+ made 3. Once again, brings you out to plus 774 before the 25% boost, but with the boost, 968. Always promote responsible gambling. Always bet what you can afford. Don't ever overdo it.
Absolutely.
All right, I got mine, please. Now,
Maggot.
do we want to give? So there's two other things we could do real quick. We could do a money line spread one like we do every week and try to hit something like that maybe. Or we can move on and I can do a UFC one. Or we can do both. How generous are we feeling? My UFC one's not going to be nothing wild.
I like both.
I think
because we could do the. I like the NBA ones pretty simply tonight. Honestly.
Yeah, for sure. So you want to do both? So you want to do the money line first?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's run it. Cavs Pistons.
Cavaliers.
Cavs. Just straight money line.
Hornets 76ers.
Yeah, I got 76ers for sure, but minus 700 is not a lot of value. I mean, do you just want to run the straight money line?
We can go with the money line for now and see how the odds balance out.
Mavs Celtics.
Now this
is a game where I can very well see the Mavericks covering the spread.
The base spread?
Well, I mean, we can up it a little bit, but I think they're going to be in this game. I don't think this is going to be a large lead for the Celtics. The Mavs have been hooping.
Oh, absolutely. I don't see why there's a lot of disrespect on the odd lines.
Plus 12.5 for the Mavs is minus 205.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's so much value in the Mavericks here tonight.
You want to go ahead and do 13 or 12.5?
I'm down for either. You want to go with our lucky number? 13.5?
We gotta.
Let's run it.
Play the safe odds for now, but even 10 isn't terrible odds.
Yeah. Warriors Raptors. This is an interesting one.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't either. Obviously, I want to lean Warriors, but the Raptors have been really bad since like the trade deadline, All-Star break. I don't know. This one scares me. Wonder what would let's see. Let me browse here.
Raptors for plus 10.5, minus 375.
The Raptors plus 10.5?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Is that what you
Because the odds aren't beautiful for the Warriors unless you're playing like a 6.5, 5.5 game.
Which, I mean, they are the betting favorites tonight.
Exactly, but...
So betting them to keep it close is never bad. What do you like more? We trust the Raptors tonight, or
I like the Warriors.
So
I don't like betting against the Warriors.
Right. So do you want to run money line, or do you want to play it safe? I don't know. The value in their money line's there.
We can play the money line, just play it straight. They got good value tonight.
Okay. Is that what you want to do? This is a
don't
joint
put all
decision.
the pressure
No,
on me.
It's a joint decision.
Did you like their spread numbers more?
No, I'm okay with the money line.
All right, we'll run their money line for now.
Okay. Kings Timberwolves.
I really don't hate the Kings tonight. I mean, I could see. I don't hate the Timberwolves either.
Oh, this might be our first disagreement.
I don't think it's like a lot.
The Kings are so bad in these big games against these top Western Conference teams. I feel like it's a hit or miss with them. They're either going to go out and win by 30, or they're going to go out and lose by 30. Like, I don't know. The Timberwolves have been fantastic this season. Number one in the West for a reason. If you see value in the Kings, I don't hate it. This one just, I don't know. What are you liking?
The Kings for plus 13.5 is minus 320.
Run it back with the 13.
That's all I'm saying.
We can, if you trust the Kings.
I mean, do you think it'll be more than a 13-point blowout?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They either win by 30 or they lose by 30. I really don't think there's much of an in between.
All right, I mean, we can just run the Timberwolves line.
You listen. You don't have to let me persuade. What's your gut telling you?
My gut's telling me, some kind of spread, right?
Okay,
it's not like a terrible blowout.
Okay, then if you trust 13.5, then let's run it.
It's our lucky number for a reason.
All right, Pacers Pelicans. Now I have the Pacers.
Absolutely.
I have not even just because I think they win this game. Like I don't even care about a spread. I think there's a lot of value plus 184 for the Pacers.
Hold on.
That's my personal
take. I don't know what all the hate's about. Everybody's healthy, besides obviously Neesmith, but he didn't play last game, and we beat him last game.
Yeah, That's all.
Almost with ease.
I like their money line tonight.
All right.
Let's run it. Blazers, Grizzlies. I almost want to bet an under. I really do. I don't bet over unders like often, but this game just has the potential to be so awful.
Horrid.
I just like under. Let's see, even
under 220 is minus 460.
Yeah, I like. I don't know. Do you want to run a total points here?
Or an over of like 197's 300. I could also see both teams scoring 60 points.
No way, right? 60 points is crazy. I say, I don't know. I think they score at least like 180, like 190, maybe. Like 90 points apiece isn't a lot to ask for, right? 95. They will at least hit 100, right? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Now I'm scared.
I don't know. It's literally a pick me on the money line. So it's like.
Yeah, the odds aren't even crazy either.
It's literally just a pick me. Like, who do you think's going to win? No value in either. FanDuel don't even know what's going to happen.
Oops, yeah.
So what do we do here?
Do we move on?
Move on.
The Kings spread is suspended.
What did you just do? Did you didn't pick anything?
Oopsies.
Okay, move on. Bucks Bulls. The Bucks have a lot of value at minus 178 here. Don't tell me you got the Bulls in this one, right?
Hear me out,
I know
right?
the Bucks have been bad, but no way,
No,
right?
I like the Bucks.
All right.
Now the Clippers.
Yeah, there's no value.
Yeah.
There's just none there. We have to bet a spread on this because there's just none. Do we think the Wizards get absolutely railed? Like, do we go like plus 25.5? Like, what's
25?
that? Well, their base spread's at 16.5.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Like, plus 25.5 is minus 350. Do they keep it?
Hear me out. Minus 8.5 for the Clippers is minus 320.
I like that too. You trust that more? All right, let's run it. Boom. Now, that's everything without the Blazers-Grizzlies game.
Yeah, and the Kings opened as soon as we placed that. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, perfect. So it's meant to be. All right, brings you out to plus 2,773 for 8 of the 9 games tonight. Just stay away from Blazers-Grizzlies if you're betting tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's just nothing to be done there. At all.
Nothing.
All right. Let's throw that one down. Now, I will give you guys a quick UFC main card 5-leg builder real quick for tomorrow night's fight night. So.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
All right. First fight of the night. Steve Erceg versus Matt Schnell. All right. Let's see here. Let me take a quick peek at this matchup. I'm not super familiar with these guys.
I got the odds heavily on Earthegg.
Yeah, and I think it's for good reasoning. I know there's not a lot of value there, but we're going to make that up with some of these picks later in the night. So we'll start with Steve Erceg off the rip. Now, next fight. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Bezkat Almakhan. This is a fight that I know for sure Umar's going to win, and he's going to win it within the distance. So what I'm going to do here, instead of taking a money line, I'm going to go into the popular picks, and I'm going to double chance for Umar, and I'm going to go to win by TKO or submission at minus 160, which makes up his money line so much.
What's that line at?
What?
So you could even put will fight go the distance no for minus 176.
It's at minus 160. I think he finishes it within the distance for sure. He's going to come out. He wants to be a top contender in his division.
So what'd you have on this? Or what?
The double chance. So scroll down. Right there, double chance. And then it's by TKO or submission.
Oh, yeah.
All right, moving on. Alex Perzev versus Muhammad Molkov. I definitely, once again, like the favorite here. Molkov is a guy that's trying to already talk to Ilya Topuria in the bantam or in the featherweight division because he's an undefeated fighter right now. So trying to get out of these spots for him is going to be big. and that includes getting finishes. Mokov's a submission artist. There's a double chance that I like. I also don't think this fight goes the distance either, but how it gets finished worries a little bit. He's 11-0 with 2 knockouts in the UFC and 6 sub finishes. So I think I would probably go double chance here, Mokov by submission or on points. I'm not sure this will be a KO. I think if he finishes him, it'll be on the ground. But it very well probably could go the distance. Mokov's a distance fighter.
I like that.
He has a lot of cardio. Now, the co-main for the night is Vitor Petrino versus Tyson Pedro, which is another undefeated fighter on the card. And Vitor Petrino, at minus 350, I'm just going to slam his money line. I'm not sure how he finishes it, but he wins. And then for the main event, I'm going with the upset all day. I'm going with Jairzinho Rozenstruik. He's a guy, these type of guys that they put, these older veteran fighters that they put in these matchups on fight nights, continue to over and over knock these youngins out one by one. We've seen Derek Lewis do it. We've seen Rozenstruik do it a couple times. They just, when they put him on the main card, like these type of heavyweights,
they prove themselves.
They don't lose. Rozenstruik is fighting an undefeated fighter, and that's why he has the money line favor in this fight. But there's just, the line you see is close as is. They know Rozenstruik can do these kind of things. There's a lot of value in it.
Yeah.
So it brings you to plus 773 for the 5-leg main card. Something I'm definitely placing.
Absolutely.
I like this a lot.
Love it. Rab's got a good streak with UFC.
That's what I do best outside of NBA. But we spoiled you guys. 3 picks for tonight.
Absolutely.
All
go crazy.
Good amount of research behind
You're
them.
welcome.
Yeah. Bet responsibly, though. Don't go wildly crazy.
Absolutely.
But we say go crazy in very, very light terms.
Absolutely. Go crazy with our suggested picks, not picks
your bank account.
Not picks that'll lose your relationship with your parents or your girlfriend, boyfriend, etc., or make you have to look up the gambling addiction number.
It's a bad spot to be. Times do get dark.
Because I called him one time and my man helped me place a banger of wagon wings, let me tell you.
And I was never depressed again. No, always responsible gambling. But that'll bring us to the end of our first segment of the night in our live parlay build, which takes us in to NFL, if I'm not mistaken.
Some NFL talk.
Now, it's off season. This is where the podcast really begins.
Absolutely.
This is where the debates start.
All the fun happens.
Now, we've given you guys one first half of that NFL mock draft. Obviously, there will be plenty more of those to come here in the near future as we get closer to draft time.
We'll have more inclusive ways to view that. We'll have trades, etc., etc.
Right. So, before we get into those kind of things, we're going to break things down a little bit for you guys. We're going to go through and probably be like a 2 or 3 week series here the next couple of weeks before draft. And we're going to give you guys our top college football rankings for the NFL draft, which will go by position groups.
Absolutely.
So we'll be ranking quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, secondary, edge rushers, offensive line, all those type of things in different weeks. And we're going to kick it off this week. We haven't decided. Do you think we should go like top 5 or like top 10?
Probably just top 5 for right now.
Top 5? All right.
Yeah, just for right now.
Yeah, so we'll go top 5, which means
get more inclusive.
Come draft time, you guys will, or come mock draft time, you guys will have a little bit of an idea of who we like and where we like them and why they are picked where they are.
Exactly, and even if you're not a super in-depth NFL or college fan as of right now and don't know all the prospects, we'll give you a little rundown.
Okay, so when we get started on these, I'm going to keep track of these in my notes. I'm going to give you a heads up now. So who do we want to do first tonight?
You want to start off with the quarterback and then
skill positions?
Go down from there?
That's fine with me. So there will be some debate here. Now, how do you want to do this as like a joint ranking? Like, so do you want to try to agree on these rankings, or do we want to do our own separate if we have disagreements and keep track of our own? How do you want to do
I
this?
say we can do our own. own
Our
and
own,
go from there.
and then maybe we can talk why we don't agree on something.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we'll start with the QBs.
You'll go ahead and label your picks before you do it, though. Is like Trav's. Like I'll do John's.
What do you mean? I got like QB. Like,
No. You gotta put a title on it.
Oh, I don't ever do the title.
Neither do I until this one. This one's special. John's prospect rankings.
Okay, I'll go Trav's prospect.
Beautiful letters. Now look. QB.
Okay.
If I could spell.
All right.
There we go. There we go.
So you copied what I did, right?
Okay, here we go.
Gotcha. Let's see something cool that you probably didn't know you could do.
You gonna go over here and add some dots or something?
No. I'm gonna do bullet points.
Wow. Why? To check off who? What?
What do you mean? Why? That's why my rankings are gonna go. It's gonna go on bullet points. What do you mean? Are you jealous now? Is that what the problem is? Anyways, let's go. See, look, you can do that, and then I'm gonna even make it look professional. I'm gonna go period and then parentheses. That way, it looks real professional. That's how they do it on the
no
like,
way, not the first. I know.
That looks hard. Come on, no. Don't be mad. Don't hate the play. Hate the game. Don't. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
QB1.
Regardless of my personal hate.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You got a different QB1? The consensus?
No.
Okay. I mean, regardless of my personal hate, I think right now you got to stick with like
Caleb
the
Williams.
the known number one.
Now, I believe there may be some debate to this one. I think this is one of the most well-rounded, complete quarterback classes we've seen in a while, with like depth-wise. And you can argue that there might be one or two quarterbacks that can go above Caleb Williams that have been trending a lot here in the last few weeks.
Absolutely.
But we're going to stick with Caleb Williams.
We're going to have to see some, I'd say, like, changing or breaking almost news for something for Caleb to drop.
Right.
But, I mean, the combine and all this is happening. So, I mean,
completely
you never know.
Any
and I was about to say, Caleb
he just doesn't
a bunch of red flags. Yeah. So, I mean, it could be the Will Levis situation.
He's doing it strictly because he doesn't want to kill his draft stock already.
Exactly.
If he goes out and has a bad combine or a bad testing day or something, it's gonna kill, and maybe it could take him away from.
He's got to do a pro day.
Yeah,
because I mean, if he has, I don't get it. I mean, I understand.
Well, did you see? I do want to mention. I know we haven't got to this guy yet. He's gonna be on our list, but I do want to say, Jaden Daniels has opted out of participating in the combine. And it's because he wants coaches to go back and look at LSU's pro day that they had a few months back. That way it gives his teammates exposure just as much as him. He said that in an interview, which is the most wildest thing I've heard in a long time.
Yeah,
it's cool. That's
a terrible idea.
It's dope. He's trying to give his teammates exposure.
Absolutely. With Caleb, I know obviously you have one bad pass or you don't step back the right way. Every little move you make is going to be criticized, being the known consensus number one pick. But these are unguarded, wide open, just routes.
Right.
Something you should be able to. I don't know. Go off my high horse, I guess.
But he makes his own decisions. He's probably still going to be the number one pick regardless. So rock out, Caleb.
Absolutely.
Number 2. Now, I think we might be in disagreement here from previous talks we've had.
Shoot.
I know my number 2, and I don't think it's yours.
I know who your number 2 is, too.
Yes. Is he, have you been teetered either way, or are you still hating?
I think I can move him up a little bit.
A little bit. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to announce my number 2. Don't say anything just yet. You can announce yours in a moment. My number 2 is UNC star Drake May. I think Drake May has the opportunity to be fantastic. I really do. He has so much arm talent. He's athletic for his size. He's a big guy. He's smart. He makes good reads. I love Drake May a lot. And this man has a little bit of hate towards my man Drake.
Look, it's just... I've always had one player for each draft class, NBA, NFL. That just irks me in a way.
So with that said, tell us your number 2.
My number 2. Put some respect on his name. Put a lot of respect on his name because number 2 is J.J. McCarthy, Michigan Wolverine quarterback, who I think could be amazing.
Wow. Now. Wow.
This is a quarterback that I think if he had a lot more opportunities, he could have. His stats are a lot underlooked. Well, his stats are underwhelming on paper, but that's because Michigan also had Blake Corum. I'm pretty sure I had a Madden franchise that messed it up at one point, and he was a dog.
We'll get to him later.
But yeah, we will. But I think he's got an opportunity to be a beast in the right system.
No, I do agree with what you just said. In the right system, I think J.J. McCarthy has a lot of potential. But I think he's a very raw player. We didn't see him completely take over an offense in Michigan last year. Yes, they were undefeated. Yes, they won the national title. And yes, he was a big part of that. But like you said, Blake Corum carried that offense in so many different games that J.J. McCarthy just didn't have an effect in. Now, I'm not saying he won't be good. I'm not hating on him at all.
I don't think he got the chance.
But
to prove what he really could have done.
Correct.
At most times.
Right. But he also showed that he wasn't capable of some things that these other guys who are just physically more gifted are. Now, I like J.J. McCarthy.
Regardless of the possible arm power or route reading, defense, etc. that McCarthy has, obviously there's other quarterbacks in this class that could probably post a 4.3, 4.4 40 with ease.
Yeah, I love McCarthy, but the only reason he's not high on my list is just because I gotta see it. I think he can do it, but when you look at these other guys,
Tom Brady came out of Michigan.
No, 100%. Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Nobody expected Brady to be Brady. You can't really say
a miracle.
That. Yeah, that was just a shot in the dark. They got lucky with that one, but I don't know. I think he has the hype, and I think he will be a serviceable QB. I just want to see if he will be great. That's my thing.
He's one of those quarterbacks that you don't want him to need the right O-line, the right tight end, just to be successful. But, I mean, we shall see. I think he's got some tangibles. I like him.
He's going to be a project, that's for sure. But it's a good start. All right, that moves us to number 3. I know my number 3. And it's a guy we haven't mentioned. Well, we did mention, but my number 3 is the man out of LSU, Mr. Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. I think he could even, in my mind, compete with Drake May for the number 2 spot. I think Daniels has so much potential, and I think he is what Lamar was coming out of college, but I think now that Lamar is who he is in the NFL, Jaden Daniels is getting more attention because guys like Lamar weren't that popular back then before Lamar was Lamar,
Absolutely.
So I think Jaden Daniels will get a lot of hype. I think he'll be a top 5, maybe top 10, maybe top 5 pick in this draft, to be honest.
I mean, we'll just have to see. I mean, he'll have the hype because of his athletic ability, but I mean, Lamar has improved on his passing and still isn't the greatest passer in the league. So I mean,
he's a 2-time MVP. We can't argue that.
He was 17th in 90% of his stats. But, we won't go there.
He's an MVP.
But we'll see if Jaden can prove his worth. My number 3 is pretty obvious because I'm finally giving my respect to Drake May.
Yeah.
And I put him in the 3 spot.
I think he's going to be great. I really do.
But that leads us into 4. And I'll kind of spoil that myself because I'm putting Daniels there.
Okay.
Obviously, I love the 3 spot, but
right,
got to give May in there somewhere, I guess.
My number 4 is a guy we haven't mentioned yet. And my number 4 is a guy that has dealt with, injury concerns. He's a little older coming out of the draft, but he showed me so much last season. And I think he could have almost even won the Heisman over Jaden Daniels, was the runner-up for it. Washington QB, Michael Penix Jr.
Absolutely.
1,000%. I
Right
think
along
this
with you.
man. Mine's at 4 though. Yours is at 5. You know?
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
But I've loved Michael since he like came back from injury, and he has had such a great like senior year. I think he was fantastic. Obviously, played for a national title, didn't win. Unfortunately, lost to Michigan. But his arm talent it might be the best arm coming out of this draft. He's so strong. Dude.
Absolutely. He's still versatile to where he can break out of the pocket, but he showed a lot with Washington. They didn't have the greatest stars on roster, but he made a lot of his teammates into great prospects on his own.
Him and Romo Dunes were fantastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He made O'Dunes.
Yeah. Hey, listen, O'Dunes he made himself. All right, but I'll go ahead and spoil my number 5. Since you said your number 5 was Penix, mine is J.J. McCarthy. He finally slips into my top 5. I wouldn't say finally, but he's there because of reasons I gave earlier. I just think these 4 guys above him, we know what they can be. I don't think we know much of what McCarthy can be yet. I don't feel like you said, he hasn't really had his opportunity to show us much. I want to see something out of him. I want to see him grow a little bit. I want to see him, turn up. He may be the best player coming out of this quarterback class 2-3 years from now, but I want to see it first.
I get that. But obviously, I put Penix at 5 because there's no way you let him slip out of the top 5. He was a dog.
For sure.
He did it in the air and on the ground, if I could speak English.
Yeah. He's such a big dude, bro. He's strong. He's just
6'4", fits the perfect offensive quarterback build. What Anthony Richardson's probably going to show us next season.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited.
After being held back from injury.
What he's going to be. He had a great start to the season last year.
Absolutely.
All right. That brings us to, we'll go ahead and I think we'll do running backs and receivers, and that's where we'll leave it for this week. But that brings us to running backs then next, top 5. Now, we haven't talked about this much at all yet, running backs or receivers, so this will kind of do both of us where we think these guys rank. So we start off with number 1. I know who I have at number 1, for sure. I think this is a very good running back class, though. I see a lot of these guys coming out of this class that I think can be very, very good in the NFL. But my number 1 is the dude who just won a national title, helped carry that offense the entire season. My number 1 running back is Blake Corum.
I'm right with you. I love
For
it.
sure. I think he's going to be great, bro.
Like you mentioned earlier, he carried Michigan. He looks like Christian McCaffrey out there.
Yeah.
In a college build. So, I mean.
It's so weird, these short guys are becoming more successful in the NFL. We've seen guys like Darren Sproles, who was fantastic. Austin Eckler isn't the biggest guy, and we've seen him have a great year last year. Guys like Kenneth Walker, very short. These small guys are starting to succeed in the league.
More and more the 6'4" defensive tackles get appealing to the defensive coordinators, the easier it is for the 5'8", 5'9" running back to slip right in between them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what makes him so versatile. He's just strong, dude. He fights, he loves football.
He's really strong for his build.
Yeah, I love Blake Corum a lot, dude. All right, so in agreement on that, brings us to number 2. Now, I know who I have at number 2. I'm not sure you're going to rank him here, but it's because I know what this guy was. I'm going to go with a guy that was hurt this year, but had the potential to probably be a top 10 pick in this class if he would have played this year. Texas running back Jonathan Brooks. I think Jonathan in college before his injury, dude, might have been the best player in all of college football on the offensive side of things. He's a back that does it all, dude. He's so fast and he's so versatile, and he can catch the ball. He can run routes. He can, do everything that we see like guys like CMC doing in all of football, who are the best running backs in the league.
Exactly.
I love Jonathan Brooks, dude. He's so swaggy too. I think
it takes a lot to do it all out of the backfield, but someone else that does it all out of the backfield is Audrey Estime from Notre Dame.
Yeah. No,
that's who I have at number 2.
Yeah, no, I ain't mad at it at all.
Because I think he's, again, got a beautiful running back build when it comes to what you're looking for in the NFL, 5'11". He's had a year of experience already at Notre Dame, but, I mean, you watch him play, I mean, he's got the experience. He's got the motivation. He looks good.
We talk about strength. My God, dude. Aldrich is a buff dude.
Yeah.
He was fantastic last year.
Tank.
He definitely. I'll go ahead and spoil it. Aldrich Estime is my number 3. The only reason I put Brooks at 2 is just because I know what he was before he got hurt, dude, and he was so good. But yeah, Aldrich Estime is an absolute demon. I love him a lot. I guess go ahead and spoil your number 3 for us since we're in non-agreements here.
Yeah. Hey, when that happens, it kind of spoils it. I was making sure I had his first name right. It's weird I'd forget my own first name, right?
Oh, Jonathan Brooks.
But yes, Mr. Jonathan Brooks at 3.
Okay.
He fell to 3.
Right.
But like you said, he showed a lot, and he unfortunately had an injury, and that hinders a lot of running backs who unfortunately have a 2 to 3 year lifespan in the NFL. So, I mean, it could hurt a lot, but I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
But you can't rank him below 3.
Right. Now, like I said, this is a very, very deep running back class. There's a lot of these guys that are coming in this year that are going to be great in the NFL. I'm going to go ahead. Man, this is rough. I think there's 2 guys that could possibly be here. I'm going to go with the guy out of Oregon. I'm going to go Bucky Irving at 4. He was head-to-head with another guy that I'll probably mention at 5, but Bucky just continues to fit the bill that we've been talking about, dude. These smaller running backs that are just strong and fast, and it's becoming more and more popular every time you look down these lists of running backs. These just strong, fast guys that can do it all, and they just are successful. I mean, we've kind of seen what like guys coming out of college like Zeke. I mean, these big, powerful backs, they kind of die out after a few years. These guys, these smarter, shorter, faster backs, tend to have longer careers, have longer primes. It's just
exactly. They could move into slot positions, run or kick return or punt return and stuff.
Right.
More versatile. My 4 is another disagreement. I thought about moving him, but the person I was also going to move into 5, I didn't want to move in the top 5 because I don't like it.
Okay.
But I moved in to my number 4 ranking, Jalen Wright from Tennessee. He did it all last season. He cracked over 1,000 yards like it was nothing. No running back reached 1,000 yards faster than him. I didn't see that part, but that's what helps when you're reading all these other articles, I guess.
Okay.
But he did it a lot in Tennessee, and Tennessee hasn't been good in a long time. But I like him at 4.
Okay. All right. I don't hate that. Now, at number 5, I'm going to go with my first of the night. I'm going to go with, a 2-timer here. I'm going to go with the backslash. I think there's 2 guys here that I just can't put above each other. Now, one of these guys was hurt for part of the year last year, but was on an undefeated team until their quarterback, unfortunately, got hurt for the rest of the season. I'm going to go with Florida State running back Trey Benson.
That's who I thought about moving into my top 5.
But there's also another guy who I couldn't leave out of the top 5. I couldn't leave either of these guys out. USC running back, dude. He broke out so big in the last 8 games of the season last year. Marshawn Lloyd, bro. I think Marshawn Lloyd was great last year after he kind of hit his rhythm, bro. He was kind of, splitting carries earlier in the season, took over the load later, and just took off, man. I think Marshawn Lloyd is a great prospect. He's going to be a little bit of a builder.
He just rose up a bunch of boards lately.
I think he has the potential to be really good.
Spoiled my 5. I obviously moved Bucky Irving in because I didn't want to leave him out of the top 5. But I just think Jalen Wright could be a little more versatile, a little more of a slashing back.
No, agreed. I like Jalen
Reminds
Wright.
me of Le'Veon Bell.
He didn't make my list, but I like him.
Gives me the Le'Veon Bell reminder.
Kind of like
throwbacks.
Kind of like your Drake May beef.
Yeah. See, that's how I was looking at Trey Benson. He's big.
Trey Benson was super good for Florida State. It was a really big reason that offense was as good as it was last year before Jordan Travis went down. But he was great, bro. All right, that moves us on to receivers. to finish out our college prospect rankings for the night.
Absolutely.
But receivers, I feel like this is another. I love personally this draft class this year, dude. I think there's a lot of guys that could be really good.
There's a good 4 or 5 easily here that we could rank.
Oh, for sure. No, 100%. You want to start this one off? I think it's a consensus number one either way.
I was about to say, the number one's got to be consensus.
Yeah.
There's nobody else you could go besides Marvin Harrison.
Could even be the number one pick in all the NFL draft.
Yeah, depending on how it plays out. Could easily be the number one pick.
We don't even have to say much about this dude. If you're a college fan or if you're not a college fan, you probably still know who this guy is. I mean, he's the son of one of the greatest receivers of all time, and he's on track to be another one. So
exactly.
That's obviously a consensus number one. There's just no way around that. All right. Number two. I know my number two.
We might be in agreement. We might not. Who you
probably are.
Who you got it to?
Guy out of LSU, Malik Neighbors. Go with, Jaden Daniels' favorite target last year, led all of college receivers in receiving yards, outdid Marvin Harrison Jr., almost won the Biletnikoff over Marvin Harrison. I just want to put that out there. And will be a top 10 pick. No questions asked.
Absolutely. I like him. He's been the one competitor to Marvin Harrison, but
yeah,
Marvin Harrison backed up his name.
For sure.
So, Neighbors is somebody you got to put it to. He looks dangerous. And, I mean, with the right, I think with like a Giants team, if they had a quarterback, but in the right system where he could be a number one even, dangerous.
For sure. All right. So we're in agreement again there. Number three. I know my number three as well, if we're going to be honest. I think the top three is kind of set for me. I think 4 and 5 can be bounced around a little bit, but my top three is kind of set. I'll go ahead and spoil mine. I'm going with Michael Penix's guy who fought for a national title last year. I'm going Romo Dunes, man.
That's exactly who I had already typed in.
I think Rome's going to be really good. We talked about this a little bit earlier. I mean, he was Michael Penix's favorite target for a reason.
Exactly. He was a big boy. He was a deep threat. I mean, he came down with everything that was thrown his way. For sure.
I think Romo Dunes. I think receivers will be all within the first round. Like these top 5 guys, I think they'll all be first rounders if we're being real. Top 3 for sure. But yeah, Romo Dunes is going to be another great guy. A really good slot receiver. He's going to fit in real well in a lot of offenses in the NFL. All right, number 4. Now this is where I think we'll be in our first disagreements because I'm not in agreement with a lot of people on this one. I think number 4 for me is another guy from a powerful offense last year, Jordan Travis's favorite target, Keon Coleman, dude. I think Keon Coleman should be maybe even above Romo Dunes in some cases. I think what he showed us last year, dude, in some of those catches he can make, he's just such a big dude, and he's so, he's just agile. Like, just the way he moves and can jump up and grab these balls, and his speed off the ball, dude, I love Keon Coleman.
I don't hate that. I have Troy Franklin at 4.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
In Delight, Oregon.
Yeah, I knew we would be in
threat
disagreements here, but I think Keon Coleman, come draft time, will rise.
I was about to say he's been one of the risers, but I don't know if he cracks my top 5 just yet.
That's fine. I knew we'd be in disagreements.
He'd make my top 10.
That's one of my favorites.
I'd definitely give him that because I've been looking his way, but I don't think he'd make the top 5.
Now, my number 5. I'm between a couple guys here. I'm gonna give you 2 guys that I think I'm not. These aren't gonna be my picks, but 2 guys that I like a lot. Honorable mentions. Roman Wilson from Michigan. I think he was great last year. He's probably not gonna crack your top 5. That's why I mentioned him. And also Xavier Worthy, dude. He's so fast. I think Xavier Worthy will be a very good speedster in the NFL. But my number 5 is gonna be. I like Troy Franklin a lot, but I think I like Brian Thomas more. LSU running mate to Malik Neighbors. I think Brian Thomas has the potential to be really, really good. He's another big guy with a lot of speed, and he just gets up there, dude. I think he's more of a project than some of these guys, but I think he can be great.
I think my number 5 could be a little shocking for some, but he's rose up some boards, but he's someone that I've loved for a while now. Someone that you, in like,
I know who you're going.
You know who I'm going?
I know who you're going.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. If I guess it, will you tell me if I'm right?
Yeah.
Adonai Mitchell.
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
This is someone that I even had in like a very first Madden franchise way before the draft ever started. And he's rose up boards ever since. So what are the chances? Someone that I moved in at 5 is South Carolina receiver.
Yeah.
6'3", speedster at 6'3", Xavier Leggett, however it's pronounced. I always butcher it.
Yeah, I don't know if he cracks a top 5 though.
I got him. He's a matchup nightmare for cornerbacks. 6'3", does it easy. Looks like Michael Pittman in college.
I just think there's so many other names though. I would have put Xavier Worthy over him. I probably would have put Roman Wilson over him. Adonai Mitchell.
I had Jermaine Burton.
Jermaine Burton's a good name.
And took it out.
I like Burton.
So Burton would probably be 6 or 7 if we did a 10.
Xavier Worthy reminds me a lot of Zay Flowers. Like, so much. Just a small speed guy that's going to make an immediate impact, dude. Kind of like George Pickens, dude. I think he's fallen down draft boards for no reason. Like, George Pickens fell down so many draft boards in his class.
And started the top receiver in the class.
Yeah. But yes, that will wrap up our first week of NFL Prospect College rankings. QB, running back, wide receiver. Now we will probably start making graphics for these and start getting things out on the website here soon for you guys. So stay tuned for that. If you guys missed any of these, just go back. You can rewatch it, or you can wait till we get things posted on the website. But that's our first 101 rankings. A little bit of college talk here in the off season of football. But that'll probably move us on to some NBA.
Yes, sir.
Which means, for all our loyal fans out there, it's deal or no deal time, baby.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah. This is where things get interesting. We get to have a little bit of fun, sit back, relax.
Exactly.
Not much debate.
It's fun and get mad at our bad
pools.
streaks of
now, I
luck.
will say, I don't know if you gave a quick eye to any of the players this week, but the rankings are all pretty much really good players. Like, I kept things fun this week. I was tired of picking and ending up with Jalen Brunson or, these low guys, Tyrese Maxey. Obviously not super low, but these lower tier guys. I want to have fun, man. I don't want to pull off my top guy and have to start sweating.
And think, man, I'm going to lose this week.
So, a little bit more of a stacked slate for the 9 picks this week, but we will announce those to you guys here when we get back. As most of our fans know, we do have to take a short intermission here to get things set up for NBA Deal or No Deal. But as soon as we're finished, here in just a few minutes, we'll be back with you guys, and we'll get things kicked off with results from last week and the introduction for this week.
So, as always, we'll be right back. Give us a short intermission pause to set up our board.
Yep.
And we'll be right back.
Thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned.
All right, ladies and gents, we're back.
Yes, from our short intermission. And as you see, we are back here with NBA Deal or No Deal.
And if you are an OG and know how our setups work, you know this is Travis's rendition of the game.
Yes, so real quick, before we get into this week's edition, we'll give you guys a quick rundown of results from last week. Now, for any basketball fans out there that pay attention, and anybody that knows our show, John ended up with Trae Young last week, who unfortunately went down for some surgery and didn't play a single game. So, a big fat whopping 0 on your side of things. And for your boy who ended up with Tyrese Halliburton, ended up with a score of 131 for the week, 56, 21, and 54. So, a little bit of a lopsided affair there.
Absolutely.
But always time for redemption. And unfortunately, we can't control injuries. So, this week, though, as I aforementioned before, this is a little bit more of a bigger slate tonight of guys. I'm trying to have some fun,
More
man.
even, yeah.
So, top 3. Nikola Jokic, Anthony Davis, Tyrese Halliburton. Middle 3, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, and Kawhi Leonard. Bottom 3, now there's these two guys who are still good. I know I used one of these names earlier, but he's still good. Scotty Barnes, Tyrese Maxey, and Steph Curry.
Beautiful.
So we got some good picks and good choosing here this week.
Beautiful.
At least one of these guys should be a fair matchup.
Exactly.
So, yeah, and as Josh said, we are kicking things off with my game tonight. So let's get it underway, man. Let's do it.
So, what envelope shall be yours?
8. It was just staring back at me. I like it. It was looking at me crazy. Okay, you gotta be smarter than the tack there, pal.
I'm stuck. I don't know, light's shining bright on it. You know what I mean? I don't know
It's the tiny slips. I ain't even looking. Can't nobody see nothing.
You're cheating over here.
There.
Travis is cheating, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, relax. Time to rip 3. Alright. First one off the board, 4. Let's rip 4.
Alright, let's get rid of 4.
Get her going.
And case 4. Tyrese Halliburton.
Alright.
So you immediately won't have a repeat from last week.
Which is okay. It would have been a little boring. That's alright. We'll take that.
Who's next?
Case number 2. Interesting.
Weird. Who is in case number 2? Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, not bad. Not bad. We'll take that. Leave some names on the board. Alright.
Get Jokic out of there.
Number 1. It's a ripper off there.
Give me Jokic.
It's a ripper off there.
Give me Jokic.
Not yet.
Tyrese Maxey.
See? This is what we like to see. Alright, beautiful. So, ripped one off from every single different spot possible. I don't think that could have been any less even.
Yeah.
So,
every possible spot.
let the banker do his work here. We're doing 3 games again this week. See what the banker gonna cook up for me.
Let me see that pin. My good sir.
Yeah. What you thinking? Oh, there's still some big names on the board there.
Well, I know.
Barnes really the only name left that I just don't want. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chance to get somebody I want here. I like my odds. So you're gonna have to impress me with this one. Anything catching your eye?
There's a little something catching my eye. Let me check.
A little something, huh? Something. Dang, what
3 games?
Yep. Yes, sirski.
I play 4.
I think I know who you were looking at.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I did.
No,
I thought about putting them on there.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No,
Was you looking at D-Book? Or was you looking at KD?
No.
Yeah, anyways. Because the Suns play 4 games.
No. No.
You was looking at KD, wasn't it?
No.
He's finna offer me the durantula,
No.
the snake, the
No.
cupcake.
No.
Kevin Dizzle, D Sizzle,
Dizzle? Has anyone ever
D
called him
Sizzle. But you ain't said nothing about the other nicknames.
that? No. Well, this team plays 3.
All right.
Okay.
So we've come to a conclusion. Oh God, should I be nervous?
I don't know. Should you be?
I don't know. You
Oh,
tell.
let's see. He's been teammates with.
Oh God, then I know exactly who it is.
Two people.
Kyrie Irving, huh?
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving. Let's save the hate. No deal.
Wow.
There's a lot of names left. I want to keep playing.
I don't hate that. See if it comes back to bite you. Who's next?
Let's see. All right. Let's rip case number 9. Numeral 9.
That's not.
Something like that.
You just said number no.
Sorry.
Wow.
Whatever the word is.
AD.
Lovely.
Favorite team paying.
That's exactly what I wanted to see. All right. Case number 6.
LeBron and Jokic are still there.
And Tatum.
Yeah. Ain't good.
All right.
There's a reason I didn't say Jason Tatum, I guess. 'Cause now he's gone.
Lovely. I really wanted Scotty out of there. And he just did it.
Got in a weird setup here. Gotta take him down to your case.
Crazy how that works.
Weird.
I mean, Jokic is in there.
No, it don't.
What you think? Who I got left? First off, I'm looking at my paper. I got Jokic, Braun, Scotty, and Steph. No, none of those are terrible.
Okay.
I don't really want Scotty, but probably who I end up with. Just because. Unless you trying to bail me out.
I have an idea.
I have an idea.
We'll see.
I have an idea.
Got an idea.
You also got a little
bit of an idea.
fuzz on your arm there, brother. On your arm, brother. Not your pants.
Ah.
My boy looking at his pants.
Appreciate you. Piece of paper.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It'll do that.
Team plays 1, 2, 3.
Who is it? Who may it be? Am I going to accept this?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't even know who this could be. Is it like Sabonis and Fox? Yeah.
Sabonis.
Wait, I called that.
Sabonis.
You shook your head no.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep playing.
Wow.
Oh deal, brother.
All right.
Let's rip off case number 5. I should have took the stairwell down. Wow. Now I gotta jump a step.
Now you can't. Yeah. Stephen Curry.
Okay.
Nice little bounce back.
Okay. No, I need this to be Scotty. I just don't want
So
Scotty.
you need this one to be
I don't,
clutch. This
I
is
don't
a
want
very
Scotty.
important thing.
Number 3. Just don't be... Just be Scotty. That'd be great. I'd love if it was Scotty. Like, I'd be so happy.
Well,
It's probably Jokic, though. Yeah.
it is.
Sometimes you can just feel when it's going to happen. Sometimes you just know.
Down to LeBron
And Scotty.
or Scotty Barnes.
I'm going to keep my case, man. I'm going to keep my case, man. And it works out this time, baby! Braun! I sniped him off the rip.
Jokic!
Dang. I could have eliminated Scotty, and I almost had him.
Yeah.
Man, trust in your gut, man. Finally works out.
Crazy.
Ended up with Braun.
So
That's
LeBron
right.
James versus who?
We are about to find out. here in just a few short moments. So if you guys give us just another couple minutes here, we're going to take a very short break. We're going to set up John's game of things, and we're going to see who LeBron's opponent will be for this week. So we hope you guys enjoyed my version of NBA Deal or No Deal. And we'll be right back with
To
John.
see who is matching up with LeBron James.
Please stay tuned. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after that short break there to get things set up for John.
We are resuming for my game.
Yes.
After Travis ended up with LeBron James.
The GOAT.
Hey.
Now let's see if you can attempt to match that. So I guess let's get started. Give me a case that you want to keep. In case you want to sit on for a little while. Got nine picks. What you feeling?
UK 6.
Oh, you want the curl case?
Yeah, it's curl like that for a reason.
You want curl like that for a reason? Huh?
Curl like that for a reason.
All right, let's see if you end up right or not. Okay, 6, no peeking. All right, 93 cases that you won't be having.
8.
That was the case I chose. With LeBron James.
Exactly. Let's see if it's LeBron James.
Imagine. What are the odds? Like a little baby slips tonight. Nice. Same one as me. Tyrese Halliburton.
Wow.
Off the
First
list
a little
first.
more.
Dang. Copycat, I guess. All right. Tyrese is gone. Give me another one.
7.
Oh. We staying in chronological order. 6, 7, 8. Ain't no rhythm to this one. Or ain't no. That's not what I meant.
Ain't no rhyme. That was rhythm.
I don't know. Something like that. All right. Nice little bounce back. We'll get the second Tyrese off the board and Mr. Maxey.
All right.
So if you end up pulling, who was it? Kawhi here, you would have the same first three.
I say, yeah, I believe so.
All right. Give me another one.
4.
4. Oh, we messing up the rhyme and rhythm a little bit, huh?
Adding some rhyme. Had
Don't
too much rhythm.
watch your feet.
About to say,
don't move. There is a tack on the loose.
nobody breathe the wrong way.
No, we gotta find it. No way! I just dropped the tack. Are we serious? Are we being for real right now? Is it under the table?
It may be.
I don't want to move. I don't have shoes on.
Don't move.
We gotta find it. Oh, it's right there. Grab it. It's under your chair. Grab it. All right.
Ow!
You got it? Good job. Mission accomplished.
About died on live.
Back to action. Case number 4.
Tune in. What it's all about.
Oh my God. What are the odds?
There's no way, right?
Who do you think it is?
Kawhi? There's no way. Kawhi Leonard, ladies and gentlemen.
We just pulled the same exact first 3 off the board in the first round. Wow. Did I just copy your offer? I mean, it's the same game, essentially. I don't think that's ever happened. Like, ever.
No. We've never matched.
All right. Well, let me see here. I guess I'll try not to copy it. Or no. Yeah, it was Reese. Reese was my first pick, yeah. And then it was Kawhi, because I ended up with LeBron. Had Tatum later in the game. Yeah, so this was the same. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that? All right. Let's see here.
What we working with, banker? What we working with?
I don't know. We're about to find out. Let's see here. Sorted by average. All right. I think I might have an idea for you here. Let me double check on games here. When does he play? There they are. All right. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Beautiful. I'm going to offer you a guy who's actually been on a little bit of a hot streak lately. Mr. Victor Wembanyama.
Oh.
A guy who's been on a tear lately. Has jumped up the average a lot because of his recent games. Averaging almost 22 points a game. About 4 blocks. About 8 rebounds. Almost gave the Lakers a 5x5. Almost averaged a 5x5 over like a 10-game span.
Yeah.
He's been doing crazy things.
Been a star so far.
Yeah. He's only going to get better.
Nice and sweet. Too many players on the board. No deal.
All right. You keep it, brother.
Have it.
With that being the case, I need 2 more cases.
New one.
Ooh, we're gonna mess up the top row. Numero uno.
At least you know that
What
one.
did I say?
Numero
What does that
9.
mean? What does that mean? What does numero uno mean?
It means Stephen
Number one.
Curry is the number 1 shooter, and I need him on my board.
Well, that's not who it is, but at least we won't have mouse eat mouse.
Yeah.
Mr. LeBron James is off the board. So there'll at least be something different this week. So we like to see. All right. Give me another one. Still got some names on the board.
9.
Still got some big names on the board.
Yeah.
Give you
Got some
numero
bad names.
numero what? Numero what?
9.
9. Okay. Not bad. Could be worse. Jason Tatum.
All right.
Off the board.
So a whole middle section.
JT. But you still have AD.
A back-to-back. My third of them was Kawhi. My fourth was LeBron, and my fifth was Tatum.
Just ripped off the mid, bro. Not messing with them guys.
Mid. I'm either terrible or I'm good.
Well, let's find out. The banker might have something to say, though. See how the banker's feeling. I don't need that.
Probably generous.
I don't need that.
Few.
I don't need that. Get off of it. Are you serious right now? Are you being for real? Did you really just disrespect me like that? Alright, bro. You can hop up off me. Disrespecting me. Let's see.
There's a heart. Ain't no disrespect.
I ain't looked at it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. So this is a guy who's actually injured tonight, but returns Sunday to complete the 3-game slate for this week. Just a minor injury, nothing crazy he's going to be dealing with. Wow. I'm going to offer you Mr. Donovan Mitchell.
Oh.
D. Mitch, baby. Yes, you still have Jokic and AD, but you still got Scotty and Steph lurking down there. So we not guaranteed nothing. We got about a 50-50 shot here. D. Mitch can bail you. I'm saying. Did you look at that case? Do you know who's in there? Did you just cheat?
What?
You're taking a long time here. I see you peeking over there. Can you see something I can't? Are you cheating right now? I need to remove this? I need to cover this up with my phone?
No, I can't.
Not like it matters now. You done saw it.
I didn't.
All right, no deal? You got Jokic in there? Come on, just spare me the suspense here. No deal.
I gotta write it down.
What, to write no deal? Give me 2 more cases. Come on. Which 2 are you ripping?
The second offer was Donovan. Look, this is what our fans are here for.
You're wasting.
Donovan
You're
Mitchell.
wasting so much of our time right now. Just tell me no deal so we can move on.
No deal.
Okay. 2 more cases. Could have saved us so much time. Lick my pen? What is wrong with you?
I licked my finger and then used the pen because it's not working. Fixed it. Look.
That's disgusting. That's why you just scribble on the paper and get more ink out. You don't lick the pen, you dirtball. Anyways, 2 more picks.
I didn't lick the
2
pen.
more cases.
You don't know how to fix a pen.
No, you do. You just scribble. 2 more cases.
5.
Oh, this is Jokic. With everything in me, I hope and pray this is Jokic. Sitting in the middle, carrying the squad like he usually does. Big man in the middle. Who would guess it? Jokic. Oh, but it is a big man in the middle. It's Anthony Davis. The unibrow. The UB. Unibrow. I'm telling you, he got Jokic at number 6. He cheated. I'm telling you. Give me another case. Give me another case. This is big. You got 1 good, 2 bad. Talk
3.
to me.